What up, family? It costs nothing to hit that like button, fam. To protect and serve what it's supposed to be when it comes to the officers, right? And just to keep it real, a lot go on with, white officers, but a lot of black officers is not to be trusted, fam, also, right? And this situation just go to show you. Now, Bankroll Freddie is incarcerated right now in the feds. Well, by the feds. And situations that led up to his incarcerations were severe. I mean, shootings, being shot in the head, other places, the chin, different situations going down, different beefs found. And when you got all this stuff surrounded around your life, it's the way you moving, people, places, and things, fam. And when it come to the things side of Bankroll Freddie, it was the money because people know him for that, know him for his name, Bankroll Freddie, and he stood up to that. And anytime you stand up to that, fam, you put the stake in the tiger face, they gonna try to come get that, fam, especially if you slipping in situations like this. Now, surveillance footage at this motel in Atlanta, right? It's around 2019. Around the time Bankroll, fresh getting on, right? You can see the officer, fam, talking. This is a APD, Atlanta Police Department officer, setting up the lick for Bankroll Freddie and them to get robbed. From the outside, you can see with the two guys he was talking to. You can see in the footage that when they come out the elevator, he leading them to where the room is. Not only that, fam, the officer knew it was checkout time, and he had enough, thought he had enough wisdom to knock on the door and act like they was, disturbing the peace. And hit Bankroll homie, Big Slick, like, what you talking about? It's just me and, my relative. And that's when they come in and rob him. You can see it on camera. Bankroll Freddie affiliate was pistol whipped. You can see one of the other guys trying to chase Bankroll down with the scrap in the motel. Everything is on footage. The officer and everything. He on the floor looking out, making sure that everything go good. Now, they give this officer 10. He got to do a decade. It's a long time in prison for this situation, fam. And the officer said that he was threatened and his family was threatened. That's why he did what he did. Bullshit. Excuse my language, fam. This officer, you can tell, knew these two guys, whether it was from school or they come up in the same neighborhood or whatever the case might be. A lot of times people be with suits on and in position, and they more of the devil than the gangsters on the streets, fam. And it's at an all-time high with politicians and everything in the world that we living in today. Now, Bankroll Freddie seemed the type to have 9 lives with everything that have went on, because at this point, they could have took their life then, slipping. Mind you, the teller, the clerk at the motel, asked Bankroll Freddie, they was checking in, why you got so much money on you? You feel me? You're not scared you're gonna get robbed? Bankroll Freddie exact words was, have you heard that old saying? They know who to play with. You feel what I'm saying? Now, by him telling this clerk, they know who to play with. You feel me? This is, and I'm using this for an example because a lot of rappers, a lot of gangsters in the streets is dying, fam, because they feel like they exempt from the program of they seeing with other people losing their life, feel like they superheroes. And shortly after this warning from this woman that Bankroll Freddie didn't take on, like a lot of more warnings. And I stay on this, fam, because warnings come through other people. Like, for real. Like, a person would tell you something to slow you down, but if you full speed ahead, you think you Big Macho Man, whether a rapper, and I'm not just saying Bankroll Freddie, it can be street dudes that don't listen to the warning signs, fam, and end up getting in situations that you can't get out of. And when it comes to this officer, fam, Atlanta PD, got to do a decade, gave him 10 years. A lot of people deserve, fam, I'm seeing, to be in jail. Reasons why a lot of people deserve to be in jail because they have no regards for other people's life. Not only mine, but yours and your children's, fam. Dangerous to society. This officer took the time, and then I'm wondering, like, how did they know that Bankroll Freddie was there? Like, did the officer see him come in? Did somebody see him there? How did it get to the officer? Did he already know the business? Because somebody had to know that Bankroll Freddie was there other than the officer, unless the officer seen him first and contacted the two dudes. You see what I'm saying? So the officer had to been keeping up with hip hop to know, hey, this is Bankroll Freddie, and a lot of them out there be riding in their patrol car listening to gangster rap, fam. on a whole gangster tip in a blue suit. But you're gonna pay for this one, fam. Just like Bankroll got to pay for his situations where he done as for his discreets, fam. It's just a sad situation, and it could have went all the way bad for Bankroll Freddie, and hopefully, fam, this warning right here will be the last one for him, and he can come out and do it again greater. But I will keep y'all updated on situations. But make sure you hit that like button, fam, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.